Welcome everyone to this conversation with the artist Maleonn and his producing partner and wife, Shane. I'm Lou Aleskie, the Howard Gilman director of the Hopkins Center, and it is my honor to welcome these artists to the stage of Hop at Home. They are the creators of Papa's Time Machine, a theatrical event that is the subject of a very moving, award-winning documentary film we're featuring this week on Hop at Home. Maleonn and Shane are central figures in the film, and our time machine is an extraordinary feat. And I had the good fortune to be part of an early group of friends who got to see the work come together for the stage, and now get to welcome them here at Hop at Home to talk about the documentary film that resulted from their work. Please welcome Maleonn and Shane.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
So for those of you who've not had the chance to see this film yet, Maleonn is a globally successful visual artist based in Shanghai. I think we're in his studio right now. His success as a visual artist has grown globally. And in the early stages of his career, as his success as a visual artist grew, his father began to experience memory problems, which inspired Maleonn to take on an almost unimaginable task. Midstream in his extraordinarily successful career, he shifted gears and redirected all of his work and resources into creating a theatrical play about a man who creates a time machine to help his father recapture his memories. It's also important to say that Maleonn's father was a renowned and prominent director in Chinese theater, and this was an act of honor for his father in creating this work, and also a really important chance for him to connect with his father and his legacy as an acclaimed director. In the film, we hear Maleonn say that he has so much he wants to say in this work, but ultimately what Maleonn and his work embodies is a tremendous love for his family and deep respect and honor he has for the lives that they live. For those of you who've seen the film, you may have noticed evidence that I was an early fan of Maleonn's work on Papa's Time Machine and had the chance to see the early preview and opening night performances at the Shanghai Performing Arts International Festival in Shanghai, and advocated for support of the work to the U.S. as the chair of the International Society for Performing Arts and the director of the International Festival of Arts and Ideas, where I served for 12 years. And I'm sad to say that the monumental nature of the work, which you see in the film, made it very difficult to raise enough support to have the entire production come to the U.S., though it had a life in China. And I had the opportunity to welcome Shane and Maleonn to New York and to New Haven, and now to the virtual stage in Hanover. It's been wonderful to have this ongoing relationship with the two of you. So to the questions, Maleonn, do you remember the very first moment you considered making this stage play in honor of your father? Can you talk about what that was like and how many years it was from the first production for you to realize that first production, because it was really quite a journey.
Okay. Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My English not enough good for the online interview, so my wife will.
I will be the translation.
Yes. So I speak Chinese first. 我就说2014年的时候，我去找我爸爸，看到他，发现他有一点那个记忆的问题。
Back in 2014, when Maleonn met his father in the
另外一个城市
in another city where Maleonn's father was having a vacation, so Maleonn was swimming in the swimming pool in the hotel. So at that moment, Maleonn realized by a small accident that his father started to lose memory.
对，我写过一本书里头有篇文章是关于这个的。我每游一圈回来，我父亲总会问我同一个问题，他说你会不会一种游泳的方式不会被淹死？
that time when Maleonn was swimming in the swimming pool, and his father kept asking him the same question: do you know how to float on the surface, not to be drowned? But this question has been asked for like 20 or 30 times until Maleonn realized that there is something wrong.
对，就是突然之间发现我爸爸有问题了，然后你觉得那个时候呢，他就是有的时候会这样，并不是每天都这样。
Back then, it was not a continuous syndrome. It's like occasionally he will started to act weird.
然后我就想，我应该做个作品，是戏剧的作品，关于我父亲跟我的故事，或者说是送给我父亲的一个礼物，因为他们两人都是做戏剧的，而且我知道我父亲特别想让我成为他的继承者。
So since then, I started this idea that I should make a work based on theater as a gift to my father, because they are both my father and my mother are theater workers. They are theater artists, sorry. So my father always wanted me to work in the theater, but I have failed him for almost 30 years. So I think maybe it is a good chance for me to create something on stage.
对，这就是这个作品的开始。
And this is the beginning of this work.
已经是6年前了啊。
Yeah. It has been 6 years.
6 years. What a journey. And there have been so many surprises along the way. Some of them are documented in the movie. Some of them I actually was there to see, which I want to talk about the night that you actually got down on your knee and asked Shane to marry you. But tell me, of all the surprises, the difficulties, and all the beautiful moments, what stands out as the biggest challenge in your journey to make this work happen, and the biggest joy?
最开心的事情，最大的挑战是？
对，最大的挑战啊，其实就是跟别人一起工作，这对我来说是最大的挑战。
I think the biggest challenge would be cooperate with other artists.
你看甚至于我跟我的太太刚开始一起工作的时候，每天还吵架。
Even with my wife, we almost quarrel at the beginning every day.
Fighting
every day.
我以前的工作是永远我一个人工作，我带了2个助手工作。
Yeah, because I get used to work alone, only with assistants.
Right.
但是剧场的工作就是要跟所有的艺术家是一起工作，我们是平等的，我们要互相交流。于是呢，每一个艺术家都是，你知道艺术家是很难搞的，很多艺术家在一起工作好麻烦。
So, but theater work requires cooperation with all different artists, and you need to respect every one of them, and you need to take out the best of them. But everyone is full of character, you know. They have all their unique ideas. You need to you need to work with. So that is a handful.
而且我发现的确是，越是好的艺术家，越是性格奇怪。我自己也是。
The best an artist is the weirdo he gets.
And it sounds to me like you've learned the secret to a successful marriage. Meet in the theater and learn how to cooperate.
他说这也是成功婚姻的关键，就是要合作。对对对。
我们现在合作非常好。
That's now we are so happy. That's why we are not so happy.
我们已经有一个最好的作品。
Yeah, and we created the best work ever. Our daughter.
My daughter.
The most joyful moment. Absolutely. And we should tell this story. There's a moment in the film after your opening night in Shanghai where you present your intent to marry Shane in front of the whole company. Maleonn, that was probably the bravest moment of the 6 years.
说那天
那个 Yes, that's the best time for me. It's a shining, how to say,
shining moment.
shining moment for me in my life and in this work.
Highlight moment.
对，这是最重要的一个事情。
It was so beautiful. And for those of you who might be wondering where we were all in this mix, I was actually there in Shanghai with some of the producers and the festival organizers who had created the theater piece, and we were all at the bar waiting. Where's Maleonn? Where's Shane? And they came jumping in. We're engaged. We're going to get married. It was so beautiful. It was a fantastic moment. But
Yes.
you know, your puppets are so lifelike. The work that you created was so beautiful. And timeless and universal. There is so meticulously crafted, but yet they're very human. And I always thought that the little puppet, Mukherjee, was almost like your first child.
Yes, exactly.
You gave birth to him and made him learn how to be out in the world and visit with people and make people feel good. Did you see it that way?
Yes, of course.
Yes. 这个曼谷就像我们的第一个孩子一样。
Yeah, he is sure our firstborn, and we even took our wedding picture with him.
And what does Mukherjee do now? Does he play with your daughter?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
They're best friends. And we made my daughter, we tell our daughter that this is her big brother.
Yes. She knows it. She always
Yeah.
talking, ask us,
Yes,
where is Maguji?
I want to play with him.
That is so amazing.
Yeah.
What a great retirement for Mukherjee.
You know, sometimes little babies, when they see Makuji, some of the babies might cry because they got scared by the size or the face. But my daughter has
First time.
first time saw Makuji. It was when she was 1 year old, but she smiled
Very happy.
at that moment very brightly. Yeah,
My goodness.
she loves him.
像亲人一样啊。
Oh my goodness. With the film made and now the birth of your daughter completing the cycle of life, do you think you'll want to revisit working on the stage or in film again in the future? Or do you really want to continue to express your work through visual art? What are you thinking?
其实呢，我本来是不想做舞台了，我觉得差不多结束了。
Actually, after Papa's time with machine, I kind of get tired of stage because it's exhausting.
但是这2年有很多的中国的剧团在找我，但他们并不是让我就是他们让我也做导演，但是我不想做导演，我就说我可以做 art director 美术指导，所以我这2年做过2个戏的美术指导。
Recently, I have been invited by many stage productions in China that they invited me to be the art director. So I think maybe in the future I could focus on this area and be like do the visual part. So maybe I would continue to do the stage, but not to be stage director, but as art director or do the visual part.
More easy.
Yes.
It's easier.
Yes. Well, most people who start in the theater don't start by taking on all of the jobs. The creator, the writer, the director, the art director.
所有的活都揽下，一开始可能是从一个部分做起，就好一些。
You did it all, and I can understand that you would want a little bit more a little bit more control over your solo work and fit into the puzzle rather than to make the whole puzzle.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the real joys of getting to know you both and your creations was to watch Mukherjee really create relationships with children and actually and elderly folks too. I remember when we were together in New Haven, we visited a retirement home, and we had many opportunities to really create joyful moments. And then the children just couldn't help but want to be with him. How is he getting along with your daughter?
I think he's getting along very well because as big brother, he likes to play with her, with my daughter, and take care of her. He's a good brother. He's a good big brother. Yeah. Are you talking about me?
Oh, Mukherjee, hello.
I have a sister.
Oh, are you happy to have a sister, Mukherjee?
Yes. I
Yes.
love her.
Oh. It was lonely before your sister came, yes?
Yeah. I need some company.
Oh, you look very happy.
See? Have you seen my movie?
I have seen your movie. You are the star of the movie, I think.
Do I look handsome in it?
You look very handsome, very handsome.
I'm happy.
You are swimming in the movie too?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. You do all kinds of things.
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you must see it. You look very wonderful.
Okay.
I have to go to bed because it's late now.
Yes.
I know. And you're a good boy, so you don't want to stay up past your bedtime.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to go to bed. Good night.
Yes,
Good night. Good night. See you sometime soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Kiss.
Mwah.
Okay. 谢谢。
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So the other puppets and the set, are there elements that you are still planning to use, or are they all off into another life? Does the physical production still exist?
那个演出还在进行吗？
没有，最近没有。
Recently, because of this coronavirus thing, so everything is stopped.
Yes. 中国的剧场也都停。
So you keep Mukherjee close, and that's good. At least he's home with you during COVID. That's great.
It's here with us.
This has been such a wonderful time to be with you again. Thank you so much. I'm wondering, is there anything else you want to tell us or let us know before we say goodbye?
对，那个就是 PBS 电视台播出以后有很多的来信。其实前面这段你都是知道了啊，然后我还加一段，就是说，其实，这个事情这个作品已经过去很多年了，我现在已经在做新的作品了。突然收到这些来信，让我特别感动，让我感觉到这个作品没有白做，很多年前付出的努力是有意义的。他们都告诉我他爸爸妈妈的故事，告诉我他们的跟我相同的经历，很多人。
Actually, a few months ago, our documentary has been aired in the American channel PBS. So after the documentary has shown, we have received many emails from the American audience, and they have expressed their strong feelings and tell us their stories and inspire us and encourage us to go on our creation, go on our work. So we just want to take this chance to thank you for these very warm emails.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. And it means a lot to us. And we have read all of them, and we have printed them out because we really love these emails and we really love your stories. And because it has been a few years since we finished the theater work, but with your email, it feels like we
付出过的一切是有用的。
yeah, we got very precious payback from what we have
这是
done.
历史的意义。
I think, and we think this is the meaning of art, of creating art. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the emails.
Oh, and thank you both. That was so beautiful. And I want to thank you for all the lives that you touched with this work, all the joy you shared, and all the connection that comes when we think about each other as human beings with life cycles and joys and sadnesses. But together, we're able to really inspire each other and get through. And that is ultimately the essence of why this work is so compelling. Here we are, many, many miles apart in a time when so many of us are isolated, but your work continues to bring us together. I am so, so forever grateful. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you all
for your support and everything.
Yes.
So as we say goodbye, please remember to tune in to our time machine. It will be running at Hop at Home from February 4th through the 10th. I promise you this beautiful film is worth your time, as these wonderful artists are worth a lifetime of friendship. Thank you all for being with us. We look forward to seeing you, Maleonn and Shane, again, and we look forward to celebrating art with our Hop at Home audience. Take care, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.